I've always found it difficult recognizing facial features. Like I can have a very good time talking to somebody today and all, and then the next day I'm like, wait, who are you again? So that kind of make me feel like an asshole until I realized it's actually a medical condition. Prosopagnosia, that's what they call it. Yeah, this is the spelling. If you don't know the spelling, because I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm actually a Nigerian. If you cannot tell from my accent, so when I first discovered this, I was very glad because I always felt like a total when someone I had a good chat with a few days ago began to talk to me, and I go, "Sorry, have we met before?" One of the biggest secrets I never told my closest friend was that in the first few months of us knowing each other, I couldn't tell them apart from other people. When you read about prosopagnosia, they make it look like you're completely clueless about who's who all day, every day. That's not accurate. They describe it like this, meanwhile it's like this. After many months of struggle, I can eventually tell one person from another, or in the case of the closest people to me, I can pick them out of the crowd. Impressive, right? Yeah, just don't ask me to describe them, their facial features when they are not there, because I wouldn't be able to describe them. So I can recognize them when I see them. But anyway, moving on. A lot of you might be wondering how I cope with new people that I have no choice but to interact with. For example, when I just got a new job, how do I cope with my coworkers? How do I know who my coworkers are and stuff like that? Here, hear me out. This is Mr. H and this is Mr. W. Clearly, they are different people, right? Now, if I were to hang out with both of them at the same time, it will be easier to tell them apart because Mr. W is taller than Mr. H and they clearly don't look alike here. Now, if I were to hang out with each of them separately, I might not be able to tell which of them is in front of me until we start a conversation. Why? Well, because the moment they were not around, their faces in my head went from this to this. Yeah, it will just feel like I've never met them until we start talking again. I can pick up the previous conversation with them since I still remember the conversation sometimes. Now, imagine I have to pick out Mr. H and Mr. W from a crowd of people. In that situation, I will meet any of those people and ask them, have you seen Mr. H around? Hoping they will point him out for me. Problem solved, right? Except the person I just asked is Mr. H himself. And now he's looking at me funny because this is the third time this has happened in the last 54 hours. Now I look like a complete fool. Again, lots of people know me as the guy who snubs people or pretend to not know people. As such, they don't even approach me anymore. I like that because I'm also an introvert. I don't have enough energy to socialize. Only if there's a way to not talk to anyone at all, I will be so happy. Wait, am I an ass?